What is up, everybody? So I recently did like an Ask Me Anything on Instagram and was going through the questions. One of the questions was to do a toolbox tour and maybe toolbox tour and like a tool drawer tour and like kind of a shop tour. So I figured I'd start it off with the box. I've actually had people over the years ask me a ton about my boxes, ask me kind of how I got them and set up and all that stuff. So I thought, you know what, that's a great idea. I'm trying to gear my content more towards you guys. I just don't, like throughout the day, I'm just running the business and doing the shop stuff and talking to customers, and I try to snap pictures when I can. So a lot of the times, unfortunately, it ends up to be the same thing. Sorry, I talk with my hands a lot, so you'll see my hands flailing about. So anyways, I want to gear it more towards what you guys want, because obviously that's the only reason I have the social media pages is for you guys. I'm not a big fan of social media in general, but I know it's good and I know that people get a lot out of it. So anyways, I wanted to do a toolbox tour. So I'm actually going to start with my cart, my tool cart here. Hopefully I'm still in the shot. I'm using my phone, so we'll see. This is the second attempt at this. So anyways, but I want to get more down to the cart, and I went into a little too much detail on the last video. So anyways, time for that. So this is Snap-on's epiq tool cart workstation. It's Snap-on epiq, epiq is what they call it. Their epiq series toolboxes that they have. So just a quick backstory of why I went with the epiq tool cart, because if you know anything at all about the epiq tool cart or even like the Maximizer tool cart, they're very big tool carts. Way bigger than the normal tool cart. They're very expensive for as far as tool carts go anyways. I wanted something that I could work off of that could hold a lot of weight, because I wanted to be able to put either engines, transmissions, or stuff on top of it while I'm working on them at height level. So I was kind of gearing it towards not having a ton of shelving space and stuff, which is how I'm set up here. So that was a big part of it. I wanted a stainless steel top. So this is one of the few options that they had for it to be able to work off of, and I needed it to hold a lot of weight as well. And then I wanted it to hold a lot of tools too. I wanted it to be able to store a lot of my tools, because in my mind, I'm like, that's what I'm gonna be working out of. And I do, I work out of this tool cart probably, honestly, probably 90% of the time I'm in this tool cart. I'm rarely in my toolbox. My toolbox it turned out to be like my storage. So it stores all of my extra stuff that I just don't use on a day-to-day basis. So anyways, I don't know all the exact specifics, I apologize. I think it's like 36 inches tall. I think it's 30 inches deep, I know that. And I think it's like 36 or 38 inches wide. So 38, 36, and then 30 depth. So anyways, I'll get right into it. If you're familiar with the epiq tool carts or epiq toolboxes, everything is set up the same. It has the same casters. All four casters swivel if you want them to, or they can lock. It has the pull tab drawers here, the grip latch, or I forget what they call it, and they're flush tool drawers. So I'm gonna give you guys a close up here and go through each drawer. I'm not gonna go through all the tools. I'm just gonna show you how it's set up. And then I'm gonna do later videos on like each drawer and specifically what tools are in the drawer, what I like and don't like about them. And then I'll go over the tool cart at the end and tell you what I don't like and like about it. So I'm gonna pull you off here. Okay, so I'll start from the outside on the left side here. So it comes with the panel here. It comes with that already bolted on, or maybe not, I can't remember, but it comes with that panel, which is awesome because obviously you can see I have some accessories on there. I have the hammer holders, which I do really like. Normally I have more hammers on there, but right now that's all I have. So I've got the Wilton sledgehammers on there. I've got these long Snap-on screwdrivers just tucked back in there. That's not what that's designed for, but it worked. And then I have the power tool drawer accessory. I believe they also make one that holds 5. And then I think they also make a smaller one that holds the 14.4 stuff. So I'm not 100% sure on all the specifics. If you know anything about tools, you know they have pretty much anything you can imagine. So it's hard to keep track of all the stuff. So then on the other side, I just have a couple flashlights on there. I have my floor pad that I use, save my knees. And then obviously the top is stainless steel. What I like about this top versus the other one, and I don't know if it's just because it's so close to the metal top of the box, but you can actually magnetize stuff on there, which is really nice. If you know anything about the actual toolboxes, they are not like that, because stainless steel is obviously not a metal that you can put magnets on. So I don't really know this scientific term for that. So anyways, top drawer, let's start with the top drawer. As you can see, this is my socket, ratchet, and extension drawer. So I've got several tool trays. That's how I have them all set up. I actually really like that, so then I can just lift the whole thing out if I'm working out in the driveway or something, just randomly have to go out there and I can't get the car in, or if it's a quick fix to get it inside. I love the tool trays. I've got lots of duplicate sockets. It doesn't really matter. Lots of ratchets. So this is my like go-to drawer. I put a lot of sockets in here. It's very heavy. These drawers are extremely strong. It's insane how much weight they can hold. So second drawer down, this is the moneymaker drawer, as I call it. So as you can see, it's all power tools, pretty much, except for a couple all battery power tools, I'm sorry. Snap-on's 14.4 stuff. I love it. If you do a little bit of research or know anything about Snap-on 14.4, it seems like you either love it or you hate it. I personally haven't had any issues with it, but I know a lot of guys, it's the opposite. And they like the Milwaukee stuff. Nothing wrong with that. I hate all the debate on that stuff. Just use what works for you. I had bad experience with warranting stuff out through Milwaukee, so I started switching to Snap-on, and I've personally had good luck. But I know not everybody has that. I apologize. I had a cabin air filter get a bunch of leaves in here, and I haven't sprayed it out, so I'm sorry that's dirty. So anyways, this drawer, third drawer down. So there's 5 drawers on this tool cart in total. So pry bars, as you can see, straights, angled, then some pliers, screwdrivers. I actually love keeping the trays. That way my screwdrivers and stuff aren't rolling around. I know they have whatever those are called, holders for them, but I just preferably like it. I know it wastes a lot of space. I get that all the time. Oh, it wastes so much space in your drawers. I don't care. It's my drawer. So anyways, so this is my wrench drawer. As you can see, quick side note, if I don't have a ton of Mac tools. I didn't have a Mac dealer for years and years and years. This Mac wrench set, it's amazing. It starts at 32 and goes all the way down to 6. And if you buy it on sale, it's an incredible deal, and they're actually really good wrenches. So I like them. They work for me well. So yeah, this is wrench drawer. Then I just have a couple miscellaneous ones that don't complete the sets or whatever. All right, so last drawer. This is kind of, it's a couple kits that I use a ton of, and just kind of a catch-all at the bottom. I eventually will change this up and reorganize it when I change my main toolbox. This will change. I can actually take one of these drawers out, which I plan on it, and get 2 thinner drawers, which is what I want to do, because this drawer is kind of wasted. As you can tell, there's a ton of space because the wrenches are so flat and the drawer is so tall. It's kind of a wasted space. So that's why I want to get rid of one of these thicker drawers, and you can get 2 thin drawers to replace it. So that will be my plan down the road. But for now, that's what it is. All right, so what I like about the box, obviously it holds a ton of tools, as you can tell in there. I mean, I've got a lot of tools in there, way more than your typical cart. They're not all crammed together. You're not searching all over the place for them. You can spread them out, and there's tons of space, which is really nice. It is extremely strong. I have put entire engines, transmissions, and subframes all bolted in one together on top of this, straight from the car. Just lower the car down, drop the subframe right on top of it. It holds it, it rolls around with it on there. Works great. That's exactly what I bought it for. It was designed for like heavy duty mechanics, like semi-truck mechanics and stuff, work truck mechanics. So that's what it was actually designed for. So that's what I love about it. If you don't have a lot of space, it's a pain. So when I was at the dealership, there wasn't a ton of space where I was at, so I couldn't really move it around, so it's kind of a waste. But I didn't buy it for the dealership. I bought it because I knew eventually I would be starting my own shop, and I wanted to cater towards my business down the road. So that I love about it as well. But if you don't have a lot of space to move around, it is not your cart, not what you're looking for. Like I said, it is big. It's heavy too. It's not light by any stretch of the imagination, especially when it is loaded down. So if you don't have smooth floors, I wouldn't recommend it either. If you have a lot of tight quarters where you're trying to maneuver, it's not good. It's better to probably get one of the more thinner boxes that are not 30 inches deep. I love the epiq setup compared to the Master Series setup. And if you watch my toolbox video, you'll see what I talk about and what I mean if you don't know the difference between the two. So that is another thing. Let me see what else. I'm trying to think of any other cons that I don't like. I don't like, obviously, like I said, that all the drawers are really thick. I wish I could have probably ordered it differently, but we just ordered it this way because I wasn't sure exactly how I wanted it set up. So now I'll take out one of those thicker drawers, like I said, put 2 thinner drawers in there, and that'll set it up a little bit better for what I like. Or for what I'm going to use it for. Aside from that, that's it. It's expensive. It's very expensive. I think it's $300 or something like that. So it's not cheap. If you're looking for, cheap, it's not for you. Go buy a Harbor Freight box or a Homac box or something like that. There's plenty of choices out there. The debate between which boxes are great, which boxes aren't, blah, blah, blah. It's a waste of time, waste of breath. Waste of effort. It's all personal preference. Me, I buy catered towards my dealer. So if I have a good dealer, I'm gonna buy their tools. For years and years and years, I had great Cornwell dealers, and then after that, I moved shops, and for years and years and years, I had no Cornwell dealer, and then a horrible Cornwell dealer, 2 in a row. So then I slowly started switching all of my tools to Snap-on because I had Snap-on dealers, and ever since then, I've had great Snap-on dealers. So that's why I ended up with a lot of Snap-on stuff. I used to have a Cornwell box. I started out with Craftsman boxes. I started out with a ton of Craftsman tools. Nothing wrong with using different multiple tools. So from different companies, it's just whatever works for you works. So aside from that, yeah, I mean, those are honestly my only cons about the box. I really don't dislike a lot about it. Do I regret buying it? No, absolutely not. If I had to pay full price for it, it would have been a much harder decision for me, but I did not pay full price for it. I got a very good deal on this as well. So that made the decision a lot easier, and I pressed my dealer because he knew I wanted one, and I spent a lot of money with him. So he took real good care of me. Like I said, I've had great dealers for years, so he did a great job and took real good care of me. So is it worth it if you have to pay full price? Yes. If your shop is set up and your area is set up for that, then yes, 100% it's worth it. If your area is not set up for it, then no, it's not going to be worth it. You're basically just buying a tiny, large box, if that makes any sense. So you're better off buying a different style card or something that you can actually use. So awesome, guys. Well, I appreciate you guys watching these videos. I will end it here. I'm going to set you up in the cart or in the pod again. Oops. So one of these days I'll get an actual camera. So like I said, I appreciate you guys watching these videos. Be on the lookout for the Master Series video as well, and then I'm going to do some other videos later of all the tools inside the drawer, what I think about them, what I like and don't like about those as well. So if you guys have any questions specifically about the cart, please feel free to ask. I have no problem answering any questions that you guys want answered, or anything of that nature, any specific details. And if it's about any of the tools in the drawers, I'm happy to answer them. But like I said, I'm going to go over specifically the drawers in depth of like all the tools inside and like what brands I have and what I have liked and not liked about them. So awesome. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you all the support. I hope you guys have a fantastic Christmas, and we look forward to talking to you soon. See ya. Bye.